Well, I fucked up. It was really nice out yesterday when I parked the Z, so I left it sitting in the driveway. And shortly after that, we had a thunderstorm. And the tops were off the car and filled it full of rain. Now the carpet's soaked, the seats are soaked, and I fucked up. So what would you do? I'm sure most of you would do exactly what a lot of people are prepared to do in this country. Just wipe off the seats, call it good, and say, oh well, whatever happens, happens. I know better. So here I am, out on a day where, yeah, it's over 100 degrees, I'm sure, on the heating index. And I'm going to strip out the whole interior of this car so that I can dry it out. Because all that water in the floorboards, even if it's just a little bit, is going to make this thing rust twice as fast as it would have had that never happened. See, here's the thing about breakdowns that I know all too well, yet other people aren't willing to acknowledge. It's the ability to be willing to put in the time, the effort, and even the discomfort to deal with a problem so that it doesn't become a bigger problem in the long run. Might it be uncomfortable? Yeah, but if it's a problem of our own making, we should be willing to make that kind of sacrifice. Yeah, I understand the human condition. And it's one of my biggest complaints with my own people and the people of this country is they think it's a lot easier to pretend like there isn't a problem instead of having the integrity to brave the heat and do what needs to be done. So no, I'm not interested in hearing people's fucked up excuses in my comment section as to why they think this country is too far gone and can't be saved. Especially when there's somebody in the White House already saying and doing the things that need to be done to improve it. And as a matter of fact, for you people who will leave comments like that, all I'm going to do is laugh at you and talk shit to you because I know something that you're not willing to admit. You're scared to do the work. You're not prepared to sacrifice a part of yourself or be uncomfortable while the job's being done. And that's how I know and can say with relative certainty that those of you that claim to be survivors aren't, because you're not willing to put in the work. You're not willing to do what needs to be done. And in a survival situation, you will let down and betray the very people that you have claimed could depend on you. If people choose to be quitters, that's their business. There ain't nothing I can do about that. That's part of free will. But don't think for 1 second I'm not going to talk shit to the pessimists that say this country can't be turned around when I know what's required. A little time, a little sacrifice, and maybe even a little discomfort. Because that's what you do when you want something to last as long as it possibly can. even though you may have fucked up in the first place to make it possible for it to all go wrong. So if people want to be weak and pliable, I suppose that's their business. But don't you dare bring that shit to my world, because I know better. All it takes is a little time, effort, and God forbid a little sacrifice to avoid the rot that threatens to destroy this country. Because I know what's going to happen. I know through experiences in my life and career what happens when people take that attitude. Eventually things become so bad that the bottom falls out, and it ain't worth fixing at all without major effort on somebody else's part. If not all of us collectively. And there ain't no way in hell, no matter what people say, what excuses they provide, that I'm willing to let that happen on my watch.